I live to perform.
I love to win.
I thrive on precision and consistency.
Compete is so exciting.
It takes something special to push me further.
It's more than innovation.
The 2G Sports Saddle, the first of mixed material created by CWD Technology, is the revolution of the riding world. 2G is the next generation. Ride like the CWD champions with the 2G.
Whether you're digging deep or hauling a heavy load, working families know there's a Kubota built just right for getting the tough jobs done. So at the end of the day, they can take a moment to appreciate the beauty that hard work brings. Kubota. The moment has arrived.
Last time on 8 Days in the Desert, Calgarian John Anderson worked with student Renee Walker. John's trying to get her back on track after Renee had a fall and is now struggling slightly. Both John and Renee are using the HITS thermal circuit to get back Renee's confidence. With confidence, John is sure Renee will return to the winner's circle like she did throughout the 2010 season. British Columbia native Tracy F. is thriving with John's help and improving with every round.
She's certainly great to coach, and she rides well, and she's a keener. And I love helping keeners because you can see that drive, and that's what's going to make our next superstar. They have to first be keen. They have to want to do it.
Hey, Lindsay. Stay back. Yeah.
Saddle up. You go 28, double forward. Starts at 10. You're 28.
Should I walk?
As long as you can.
Starts at 10?
Yeah.
So no?
No, they've already walked. They get changed.
Okay.
Lindsay Wendt is under pressure as she rides John's young horse, Cormac.
I probably just need to know where number 1 is, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, 6. Get even bigger. Okay.
Despite being under the gun, Lindsay has 2 clear rounds and finished 4th on the inexperienced Cormac.
Ooh, buddy. Ooh.
John had to step from the sidelines onto his horse, Terrific.
Every time we step him up, he jumps the same. He's a bit of a skimmer. He doesn't give you that big fancy boom, 2 feet over the jump and all that sort of thing, right? He, kind of skims over the jump.
Terrific skimmed well. John was fast and clean in the jump off. He had a great night in the FEI competition, finishing 2nd on Terrific. On this episode, meet Kara Chan. She's the sport's next generation, along with sister Breton. Breton will compete in the Grand Prix. It's a big step up. It won't come without its hurdles, as the course proved to be very difficult. John will also be competing in the Grand Prix on Revel. Coming up, it's the veteran and rookie against the course.
Spend thousands at clinics for what you get on equestriancoach.com for less than $1 a day.
To gain that kind of insight from those caliber of people in the business is just amazing.
For less than the cost of a single clinic, you can have an entire library of clinics at your disposal on equestriancoach.com.
I find that every coach and exercise brings something different to your training program.
It makes you believe that you can be an Olympic rider, and that's how amazing this site is.
This is 8 Days in the Desert.
The weekend hits thermal is just beginning to heat up. The circuit allows for all levels of competitors by offering a wide range of competitions. Kara Chad is the next generation of the sport. She's competing in the junior jumpers. The Chad family have traveled from Calgary to Thermal to take advantage of the weather, the outdoor competition, and to gain some valuable experience.
Kara started at a really young age. We started Breton in lessons and we brought Kara with us. And Breton was 6 and Kara was 4. And with the idea that she'd just kind of watch for the first year or so and maybe cool the horse out. So when Breton had finished her lesson, Kara would hop on and just walk on the horse. Well, that lasted all of about 2 lessons.
But landing, and then you just put the nose. It doesn't have to be done in the air. It's just a little open.
My parents started in Western. My dad was used to rope, and my mom used to just go for trail rides. And then we just spiked an interest in riding at a young age, and then it's kind of excelled from there.
Today, Kara walks the course for the meter 30 junior jumper.
Jump off starts 9, we're gonna go 10, out, then we're gonna go around. Okay.
From a really young age, she showed a lot of talent, just very natural talent.
Yeah, I love it so much. The connection between the horse and rider. You can always expect something different between the horse. It's not always the same. It's never the same. You always have to ride the horse that you're on, not what you thought it was yesterday or what you think it's going to be. So yeah, that keeps it interesting, and I just love it so much.
Good, take him left.
Kara is riding Alberto, a horse she's had for only 3 weeks.
Okay, so I re-walked the first line. I don't think it's a big deal, so just watch that. Once you lock in on the 6, I walked it pretty easy in the 7. So just see where you are. Just jump it, canter along, and see where you are. Nice over to the 2, outside leg on, a good triple bar, just measure your thing. Round the corner,
I always get nervous, but I guess it's good to have nerves. It kind of helps me get through the course. But I don't get scared or anything, just nervous.
On most of their rounds, I'm quite calm. It's just when they're going to the next level. Yeah, it's hard, it's nerve-wracking, your heart is in your throat. And this is one that Kara and this horse will grow together. But this is an amazing horse, and just his personality. He's a little bit cocky, this horse, but not so cocky that he gets strong. He just likes to figure it out, and he likes to show off that he knows how to do it.
Although the duo hasn't been a team for long, you wouldn't know it from today's competition. Making it look easy, Kara and Alberto take over the lead with a clean round. Kara finishes up 3rd on Alberto. A great day for the young rider. Meanwhile, back in the barn, Tracy Epp is evaluating her equipment, namely her saddle.
Hey Charles, do you want to come with me and go check out a saddle up at CWD?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to test it out. I've heard some good things about it, so let's head out.
You have a narrow twist.
Yep.
Everything they've done is going for closer contact with the horse for you, the rider.
Yep.
Break down onto the leather.
Yeah.
And then as it goes down, it morphs into Kevlar.
It's very comfortable. Yeah, super comfortable. And yeah, your leg just falls right into place.
Yeah, it sits right in the right place there.
I think I'm good, thank you.
Tracy decides to test the revolutionary saddle on a Grand Prix horse, Santee.
Yeah. Cool. Great. He feels good through his shoulders, and And for like a big horse too, like he's got big shoulders and big bones, so it's nice to get that range of motion. I feel it through the shoulders more than anywhere. Like, it's just for like a big horse like him, his range of motion is like amazing in it.
So much more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's crazy about it, is it's so flexible everywhere.
And it's so comfy, like you could ride forever.
I know. Yeah, with the gel inserts, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's sweet. Oh, I think you liked it, huh? But like you feel like you're totally connected to the horse.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Well, it's all the wee tiny little details that we put into it.
Makes
so
a huge difference.
Yeah, you feel really
Totally.
close. And did you find like your leg just stuck
Like
right in
as
the
soon as I sat into the saddle, I was like, couldn't move.
Yeah.
Cool, well thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, stop by tomorrow.
Yeah,
and
for
give it a
sure.
try and race.
Thank you. You're welcome. Come on.
It's a sport of inches. Tracy likes the feel of the saddle and the advantage it may give her in the competition ring. As Tracy decides on the saddle, John watches Renee Walker compete in the amateur ring.
I think the only one.
The first to go clear.
It's a much better day for Renee. She's starting to gain that all-important confidence back.
I know, but it's hard because I want to, you know.
I know. You're a doctor, you prescribe yourself some Valium.
Not allowed. But that was better than this morning, huh?
Yeah, that's way.
You know.
It's good. Every day's getting better. You'll get back into the group.
I hope so.
We'll take up a walk.
Okay. Come ready.
The evening competition is underway indoors. With $50,000 up for grabs, the stakes are high. John will ride terrific, but for tonight's competition, he's agreed to wear a helmet camera just to add to the pressure. In order to have any shot at the prize money, you have to jump a clear first round. Fellow Albertan Lisa Carlson is competing on her horse, Laboom.
He jumped the first 6 jumps way too high, way too careful, pulled his shoe off through the middle of the triple combination and went downhill from there, and easy to get upset. You're hoping that basically he pulled the shoe off and it just threw him off of his rhythm. Normally he always tries to be good, so we're looking at it as a one-off.
Not a night they want to remember. A sport of inches, one lost shoe, and the night is over for Laboom and Lisa. John is next. He knows what has to be done in order to advance to the jump-off. No faults at all. The unique perspective of the helmet cam doesn't change the result. 2 rails knocked down, meaning falls, no money tonight. Coming up,
I still get pretty nervous. I'm not sure what makes me the most nervous. Just being excited about it, wanting to do well.
Brett and Chad gets ready to compete with the veterans in the sport. She's getting ready for the HITS Thermal Grand Prix.
Manitoba Hunter Jumper Association is a not-for-profit organization dedicated to the promotion of equestrian show and hunter jumping. MHA organizes a variety of events from grassroots schooling shows to nationally sanctioned shows. Our signature show is the Heart of the Continent, which will be held in Winnipeg August 3rd to 7th. MHA is governed by a volunteer board, and our success is attributed to our dedicated riders, our volunteers, and our very generous sponsors. MHA is working hard to provide new opportunities to its young athletes who one day aspire to compete at national and international levels.
The construction of the Norv Global portfolio really is, you can put the securities into two main areas. The first area are securities that we've identified that are long-term secular winners in their respective industry. You don't find these wonderful businesses every day. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, and a lot of due diligence to find them. And when you find them, you don't tend to want to own them for own shares in the companies for 3 months and sell them on. The other third of the portfolio tends to be more opportunistic. So these would be securities that perhaps have sold down aggressively on bad earnings announcements, on change in management, on poor acquisitions, all of these sorts of things. But that's really what creates your more shorter term opportunities. Small cap investing is inefficient anywhere in the world, really. The reason is the companies are, of course, smaller in size. They have fewer analysts following them. There's lower volume of shares traded on any given day. So that all of those factors and more naturally lead you toward an inefficient marketplace. But that really is the opportunity, and that's why a lot of our products are focused on that area, because we have the expertise to scour the world, in the case of the Norv Global portfolio, for these inefficiently priced securities.
I'm 6 and I'm Darcy. Yeah, my face is chubby though, again. I don't know how that's happening, but we're going to figure out soon.
Here's this kid who has been through so much, and all he wants is his family.
When there's no family and it's tough, I'm just all alone. And it makes me happy that I have family all around.
We did that today.
Yeah.
I like the 9 there.
Yeah. You don't think the 8 will be there by then, or?
I think with a good jump in, you could keep cantering up, but I was going to say, if you go to that.
Riders, 10 minutes, please. 10 minutes remaining on your walks. 10 minutes on your walks, please.
Brett and Chad and Coach Dick Carvin walk the course. This is the time to strategize for the rookie. Decisions are made on how to ride the course. As each plan is specific to each rider, Breton is making hers.
Breton started out as a very nervous rider. She wanted to do it so badly, but she was so scared. The trainer would put the fence up from 12 inches to 18 inches, and she'd pull up and say, like, "Is that 18 inches?" Then she got this horse, and we called him California Dude. And Dude just gave everything to Breton that she needed. And she was on her way. She loved that horse, and that horse loved her.
I'd love to ride on the Canadian team, the Canadian Olympic team. That's always been a dream for me. I think that's pretty much my life goal. That's where I'd like to go.
Breton has come along spectacularly in the past year or two. She's just been slowly making her way and is making a huge splash right now in the jumping world. This will be her first true meter 50 Grand Prix. It'll be big enough for her today. She's got a fabulous horse, but she is only 16 years old, and the only way to get ready for these things is to go in them and start putting yourself out there and learning how to jump them and learning how to jump them clean.
Breton begins her warm-up on LaSalle. She's blocking out what is going on in the ring. The course is tough and taking a toll on some of the veterans. One particular line is proving to be very difficult. The stakes just got higher. John is riding Ravel. This is the first time this horse has ever competed at the meter 50 level. John has his work cut out for him with this difficult course.
Rails down, 8 faults, 81, 218. Won't find a home right now. That's
2 rails down, no victory today, but John can consider it a win. Ravel showed great potential.
But he was good, and then the B, the triple. I mean, he just jumped in and jumped way up, but he could jump.
Tracy up on her horse Santee begins the warm-up. The course continues to take its toll. The latest victim, Canadian team veteran John Pierce.
I don't know. 4. Just get it out of your mind. And then 6 coming home. Jill did it. It was easy.
Easily, yeah. I'd fight too hard to get
Just allow it.
Yeah.
No one likes to see someone get hurt. It can weigh on anyone's nerves, especially if you're a rookie. The key is not to let it.
There you're sharp.
When you see horses fall and riders fall and get hurt, it's an eye-opening experience that you don't want that to happen. Before I went in the ring, there was a good crash and the horse fell down and was running around the ring, so definitely doesn't look good at the end of the day when you see how many people had fallen down. I had the first jump down, which was kind of weird just because it's probably the smallest jump on course, and I think I got a little overexcited coming to it, but I feel overall the jumps that we had down were almost the easier ones.
The course is difficult, and Tracy finishes the last line well.
This was definitely one of the hardest tracks I had jumped. It was typically a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, but it was a really good experience, and I feel like I got a lot out of it.
But then you pressed it past it.
Into it too much, yeah.
Yeah, you're a little bit like me that way. I'm seeing something, I mean, your leg's not as long and you can't press as hard, but for sure you press past that.
Too much into it. I don't give him enough, like for a big horse, then I got enough time to set it
Yeah, he needs the room. I'm the same with Ravel. I gotta trust him, right? He needs a little gap. He's got the scope and the range. He just needs a gap. So one, okay, where the next one's the oxley. Okay, you jumped the triple bar and you went in too early.
Then he didn't look into the skinny, and I was too kind of all over, and then the 6 would go good on the way back.
The 6 would go good. It's okay. I mean, it's your first one. It's your first big one of the year, right? So it was good. You should have only had 4 faults.
He jumped well, but
he jumped
I mean, he felt super, like, he tries hard.
9 left.
At the gate, I was pretty nervous, so I think I might have even been shaking, but for me, it just really helps because I know I'm on an amazing horse.
Brett and Chad knows the course is difficult. She's waded through the competition, waded through the injuries. There are only 4 clear rounds.
To watch, John Pierce, who's, been at all the big shows and rides for the Canadian team, to see him crash badly and hurt himself and be taken away in an ambulance, I was a little undone.
Well, we have one more junior rider remaining here in today's competition, and they're next on the field. It's Brett and Chad from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. For the Stone Ridges, entry number 225, this is LaSalle D.
You should get nervous. I think to not get nervous is unrealistic, and I think nerves are important. I think nerves bring you to a great place to ride.
702 will show next.
The horse she is riding, LaSalle, is a spectacular horse. He is one of those horses that people just are wow about. People talk about him, people go up and watch him, and he's very spectacular. And the great thing about it is not just him, it's the combination of he and Breton are perfect together. He loves her, he trusts her, she trusts him. It's really a team. Whoa.
That was a big track, the biggest track she's ever ridden. We saw professionals struggling. We saw some of the world's best struggling. And there was that one fence where she watched 3 professionals crash and 1 go away in an ambulance. It's not surprising that that was the fence she pulled up at.
Just the refusal here. We're going to have some time faults, but the future is bright for this very talented young rider, Brett.
She saw the riders crash. It was in her head. So that's fine. The rest of the course, she jumped clear. There were 4 clear rounds, and she's got so many more rides ahead of her. You know, if she didn't feel good about going over that fence, I was happy to see her pull up. I mean, there'll be other times where it's worth it to take the chance, but right now, that was the right thing to do.
5, double stick drag, just sit that Liverpool out of walker.
Well, I was on a half stride, 6.5, and I kind of grabbed at him, and he's so responsive. He's such a good boy. He basically stopped for me, and then that's when I decided, I was like, okay, this is time to circle.
For a young rider like that to go in that ring after 5 or 6 horses have crashed and flipped up, you know, the nerves. I mean, I was nervous about it too. I went and showed my horse the same fence like 4 or 5 times before I started. You know, made sure he saw it, and she came around that corner, and she was thinking of it right in the back of her mind. So, you know, she kind of half pulled up, but the horse jumped amazing, and she rode beautifully. I mean, she's going to be ecstatic about that. Hey, Breton, that was awesome. I mean, that's understandable, the nerve after all that before, you know, it just kind of got you there, didn't it?
Yeah, I looked over and I didn't even think to steer over, but it just catches you in like that. And then I was just there on 6.5 and I was like, yeah.
After seeing what happened too, it's like,
yeah, it was
no, but you should be pumped. You jumped amazing. You rode beautifully.
Thank you so much. He was so good.
Yeah.
I missed you. How did
he
you?
was good. I mean, he's green for me, but I had number 9 down. I just, you know, pressed a little bit too much for me. I did the 8 steps.
Brett and Chad is on the right track for reaching her goals. The new generation of the sport looks brilliant.
Oh, to the toilet. Okay.
So what's going on?
She's in the toilet.
Oh, but what are we doing? What are we doing?
What is this for? That's my question.
I don't really want to talk about how I did. That's bragging. Hey. He'll tuck his head away in a minute if we just ignore him.
Are we stopping?
Starts at 10, so no.
Rob and I continue to compete in the adult divisions and have a lot of fun. And when we grow up, we want to ride as well as our girls.
A lot of our songs are written or inspired by students that have gone through tough times, but I wrote this next song with some students from wealthy families. We went through the entire recording process, from drums, bass, vocals, and guitar. And I sat down to write the lyrics with them, and as we started to talk, they shared that everyone assumes that their life is all set up for them. But just like everyone else we work with, no matter the background, they were still searching for their purpose, searching for something new.
You see the clothes I wear, but I'm hiding underneath. You see the life I live, but not behind the scenes. You thought my future was all set out for me, but I'm still here searching for who I wanna be. 'Cause I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm craving something new. 'Cause I'm waiting, yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm craving something new, something new. You don't see piercings or tattoos, and yet all eyes on me. You expect perfection, but my failure's what you want to see. It's black and white, but I'm somewhere in between. 'Cause I'm still here searching for who I wanna be. 'Cause I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm craving something new. 'Cause I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm craving something new, something new. You wish that day would come. You're not the only one. Sometimes I feel it too. To see it stripped away, because I want the same as you. Oh. 'Cause I'm waiting, yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm crazy.